Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys had a great day today, and I hope you've been doing good, man, and you've been staying focused on the goal. And so I went to church this Sunday, and I hadn't been there in a while, which I always talk to God, and I always, I'm always focusing on that man up top. You know what I mean? But I do it from my house mostly because I work a lot and I work out and stuff like that. And I was kind of thinking about why I keep getting held back in certain areas, or why I get slipped up, or why I work so hard and I think I deserve to be in a certain position in life. And I think what I started realizing was, like, even if it's the smaller things that you may not seem, well, they may not seem to be big things to you, but it could be things that seriously hold you back. Whether that be porn, whether that be smoking too much weed, whether that be drinking too much. Like, all the bad habits that people have for long periods of time create bad energy. And what people don't understand is that plays a part in, like, depression and anxiety and stuff like that. And I know because I did it at such a young age, and I never had nobody to teach me what or what not to do or what could help you in that area. So, and I was in the streets. I didn't have no one to teach me there either because no one else was doing it. And that's when I kind of joined boxing when I was young, about 15 years old. And I learned a lot from that. That's where it started. And I noticed that it would take a lot of my anger issues away, and that it would also help with me sleeping at night. I had problems where I couldn't fall asleep very good. And so I would take that aggression out at the gym, even if it was only for 30 minutes even. It made me feel better. And I noticed that. And I started noticing too that when you take that aggression out, like, obviously if you release, life is all about energy. Like, so the energy that you put into the world, you get back, and it comes with every single aspect of life. So if you have negative built up aggression and energy and you're not releasing it, then you are depressing it, which then can cause depression. And once that gets settled in there, you keep running off that energy. So you got to build up some momentum. You got to turn it around. You got to build up some momentum, and you got to get it back, man. You got to get yourself back. And the best way to do that is to elevate yourself in life in any way that you can. So your job, do that. That's fine. And then when you get off work, anytime you have time, you need to take at least an hour to yourself where you can focus on mental health and physical health both, because that'll help your mind, body, and soul. And it did that to me. Like, I know that was the best choice I ever made, was start working out. And another thing is with that is, the more days in a row that you do work out, the more energy you start gaining. And the more you start feeling the positive energy coming, and you start hitting these goals that you set for yourself that you've been holding back on. And that starts training your brain how to be a goal hitter too. A goal hitter, not just a goal setter, but a goal hitter. So you get a win, and then you need to get another win, and then get another win, and just keep stacking wins. Keep stacking wins until your brain and your body and your mind and your soul, the only thing it knows how to do is win. And it's hard, I know. You got to change all the habits that you know aren't in your best interest. And that's what I had to do. Like, I used to drink a lot every single weekend, and I'd went to jail so many times over it. I've been in so many fights, crazy fights, times where I probably could have went to prison for a really long time over a fight. You know what I mean? So, like, and it's those small little choices and decisions that we make that start to stack on top of each other. They just keep stacking and stacking and stacking. So all I can say is that the new year, it's still the new year to me, because to me, I set certain goals this year, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not going to say I never fell, or I'm not going to say that I didn't have bad days. But one thing is I always did was I stayed consistent. I never fell off that track and went back the other way. I just stayed focused on the goal. I stayed working hard, and I kept working on my health in any way, shape, or form. Like, how could I eat healthier? How could I feel better? And I realized that it was all the choices I was making. So I haven't drank in a long time. No, I'm not even sure. I quit counting, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, which I've kind of not done that for a while. And every once in a while, I still hit a vape, and eventually I'm going to cut that off too. It's just one step at a time. And you know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep it real with you guys, so you guys know on this journey with me, the things that I went through to get to where I'm going. And it ain't never been easy. But I do know is anytime God said something to you that's not easy, it's to grow you. It's to make you elevate. It's to make you be better, wiser, smarter, stronger, all of it. Anytime you pray for change, God sends disruption. Because us as humans, you know how we are, man. You know how we are. Sometimes it takes us to get completely punched in the mouth to get a wake-up call for certain things, especially habits or mindsets that we've had for so many years, and certain ways that we're used to live in, and certain triggers that we're used to having. And so it's time to get on it, man. Let's get these changes going. Let's stay focused and talk to God. If you have nobody else to talk to, that's what I've always done. Go to the gym, get that aggression out. Stay working hard. Stay focused. We've been drinking and partying and doing the same thing every single weekend for so long. And then you'll realize that when you look back on it, how much money that you've wasted. That's my next goal, is trying to keep building wealth up. And it's one step at a time, one brick at a time with everything. First is health. Health is the number one wealth. That's the best asset in the world that we can have, is health. That's number one. Because no matter how much money you have, or no matter how old you are, if you have bad health, then you can't even enjoy it. So just let's do the best we can to stay focused on this and try to become better in every way that you can. And it's those small decisions add up to big things. And if you can knock out big goals at the same time, that's good too. But God bless y'all. And I hope you guys stay focused, keep your head up. I know times get tough. Trust me, I've been through it all. And just always remember, never give up, man. Love y'all.